So this is the Under the Banner of Heaven limited series review. And I have to say, from someone who has been abused and manipulated by people like this who are very religious and use their cult beliefs, religious beliefs, these people, it's based on under the same name of Brenda Lafferty, a real-life murder in the 1980s. And these men had a religion where it is only the women who stay home, at work, all that stuff, take care of the children, make children, give them children, a full family, and have them be a religious name under the same letter with the same name with the same first of the letter. And it's called Mormoners. And Mormoners, it is a polygamy that was practiced by leaders of Church Christ of the Latter-day Saints for more than half a century, 19th century, wow, and practiced publicly from 1852 to 1890, and is by the Latter-day Saint families. And Mormonism is basically what is practice of a woman stays at home, helps with the kids, makes dinner, makes breakfast, nothing like that. They don't go to work. They don't believe in independence. They have to be held by men. And apparently this is a true crime murder of Daphne Lafferty, a woman who thought mostly independently of herself and grew up thinking independently. And sadly, she was murdered. I'm not going to say how, and I'm going to say why or who. Well, actually, I am going to say why. It is because she outspoken and thought independently and really, really motivated the women under this very strong cult saint beliefs that men are the higher power. That's what this Mormony definition is of religion, is that the men are always the higher power, not the women. Women need to be dependent. Women cannot just be grown as strong and confident. She grew up in a very strong, confident world and met a man, fell in love with, by the name of under the name of Lafferty, who came from a family that was abusive, whose family men would beat on them for punishment. Whip them with a belt, and then this went up so high that the oldest of them, very strong in Ryan Lafferty, and he was very strong in his beliefs, but he went up so mentally insane, that he even drew the second eldest, the second oldest sibling, the brother. And this is a practice that is so sick and so disgusting that people in this Mormon practice only believe that the women are the weak and the men are the strong. And when people get divorced or want to get a divorce, or women ask for divorce, they get beaten, they get even death. Some of these women were scared of being killed. These people are so religiously cultic that there is just such a disgrace in this world that still to this day I wouldn't believe that some of these people still practice this. I honestly would not believe that one of the people that I grew up with actually came from a family of Mormons. I would not. I actually do believe one of the people that one of the former friends of mine that were that was abusive and always thought of himself as bigger than me because he was bigger. He was very toxic personality. Anyway, his mom did not work, and his brother, who was the oldest, went to work. His father died by cancer, sadly. And, thanks to his family's beliefs, he was abused and enjoyed. Now, people who are abused this way either can use this fight against it, or they use the same beliefs that they're doing, that their family is doing, and put it on others. And that's what he did to me. I can't believe this type of thing goes on even still today. There's, you still have the law against abortion. I mean, abortion is a woman's body right. And when you take a woman's right, you're taking away a part of their soul. You're taking away their free amendment of choosing what they want to do with their body. If a woman does not want to get pregnant, and if she dies because she can't get an abortion, this is the kind of crap that this Mormon practice does, making it law, legal, whatever. And there's just Andrew Garfield. I have to give that man props. I have to say that Gil Birmingham, Gil Birmingham. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right. Played as Bill Taba, an Indian, and this guy did an excellent job. He really played a big role in, being the partner who really was a strong guide. Because Andrew Garfield's character, belief. And this is a true crime documentary story. And we always need those people who are always going to be that guiding hand towards helping us. Because when we question something like this, that radicals our mind. I mean, what Jeb had to go through, really, you see the mental struggle in this case, that what it does to him, and really what this case can do to people when you are going up against people with these very narrow-minded, cult, racist, sexist beliefs. Religion, or they were, this was both religious and political beliefs combined together. They did the wrong path of believing that they can use politics with their religious beliefs, and these people, these Mormons, were against taxation without representation. And that if they have a land and they buy a house and they don't have to pay taxes, that it was a sin. And you have to pay your fucking taxes. Honestly, it's like you're not showing that you are owned your own land, your own house. Because if you don't pay your taxes, you're going to get booted. And that's what happened. Almost until the Mormon Lafferty family went up against them and fought against them. And this Mormon church went up against the politics, the governance, and was just really, really strong in using money. And this is where using religion as a money grubbing is toxic. If you watch carefully and you listen, probably in the last episode or second last episode, in one of the past, or storytellings, you see that they used the church's money, the Mormon church's money, to pay for their fucking house taxes. Oh, this makes me so sick. I mean, honestly, there is so much sickness in the world. Daphne Lafferty. Honest to God, it's really an amazing turnstile. If you have not seen her in Where the Crawdads Sing, you have to see her in that movie. She plays roles like this so beautifully that women who are strong, confident-minded, she really brings that out. And really brings out what Daphne Lafferty did, which is pressured the men on why do these things that men need to go to work and the women need to stay home. Why can't a woman go think independently, and why this, why that? And she really motivated the women in the Lafferty family, the wives who were abused and beaten and just in this sadistic, manly, toxic masculinity family. I mean, why are men so driven is to use religious beliefs of Mormondy beliefs that they use this as a way to just be okay with it. That it's okay that they are the stronger and women are the weaker, and it's basically like Fred Flintstone, where Fred goes to work and Wilma, I'm home, and she stays home and takes care of the kids. That's pretty much how they're living. If you think about it. Flintstones, where are the Flintstones? Have they ever have a doom something? I'm sorry, that was a really favorite thing of mine. I gotta be honest, Fred Flintstone actually represented my father a lot. Oh boy. Anyway. But yeah, that's how dark this yeah, so actually think about it like that. Think of it as the Flintstones where you see the men go to work back in the Stone Age and the women just stay home and cook and take care of the kids. That's basically how they were. They were the Lafferty family were the Flintstones, the dark ages of when men would go to work and women would not think for themselves. And this is what the Mormon belief is. Just throwing it out there. Um, I'm really taking a dark twist in a child's favorite of mine. When I was a kid, when I was little, it turned into a dark thing. Okay. But yeah, women can think for themselves, and women can be strong of who they are and love and accept and believe. Please continue doing that, women. Please continue. My mom had to work very hard in the system against the system where men think women are just the weaker, and she had to work very hard. And use of Sonny that Elizabeth Holmes was dating at the time. You know, women could think more, but now, thanks to the abuse, that this is what was going on at the time when she was running um, Theranos. Like, this is messed up. This is exactly what Mormony is. He used her, and this is what abuse is. And Sonny punished her for some things that she wasn't forward thinking of, and her used her mental illness against her. I do believe she had a mental illness, actually. I do think, and I think the family didn't see that, which is sad. But yeah, dark times this family is, and I can't believe this. These people believe in this religious Mormon, dark, depressing times were. Thank you. This is your Corey Dreamer signing off. I give Under the Banner of Heaven a 9 out of 10.